Hello everyone, this is a brief video about the functionality of Soleh, a warehouse management system. I've got a list of the functionality which is available in the application. I do a quick demo now so that you can see how it works together. First thing, to log in. Once you have successful login, the first screen you get is the customer search. This allows you to arrange the customers and find them, modify the details, look at the stock, the statements, and the account summary, and everything else. Now, this is a customer we are using for demo. This is the customer's details. You have delivery details. You can specify which driver delivered to this customer on what day. You can look at the order history. For each order, you can look at the details, how much it is, how much the margin is. You can print the invoice from here. This is it. It's a copy of the invoice with details of exactly how much the driver should expect from the customer. Going back, this is the regular items. These are the items that the customers buy regularly. This is being used later in the order taking. Regular prices, you can specify a price for each customer, for each item, so that you can say this customer pays this much for this item, and this price is picked up when you select this customer for ordering. Order summary gives you details of this orders. Let's go back a bit further back so that we can find some data. So these are the invoices that has been paid. You can click on them and get the details of it. Payment is very much like the statements. It tells you which invoice, how much each invoice was, how much is being paid, whether it was paid by cash or card or is being a credit. Going to the taking new orders, you specify whether it's a delivery order or collection order. This page is the customer regular items. These are the items that he buys regularly, and you can just go in there and type the number of the items for each stand that he wants. So if you're on the phone and it says I want 2 of these, 4 of these, you can just type here and then save to basket. Otherwise, you can go to the order details. You can look at individual categories, and for each category you can say I want this one, I want 3 of them, and it gets added to the basket. And then you can look at your basket and what you have in there. You can look at order history again from here if you want to. And you can look at the ordered items that has been ordered before by this customer. So if you're on the phone and say that you have bought this before, do you want it again? And you can specify the barcode here, which hasn't been developed yet. Daily order. These are the list of the customers for each day that you call and ask them whether they need any delivery for the next day. So for example, on Thursday, you can select this customer, you can call them and say that, do you want anything? If once it's been done, you can say order complete, and it moves that customers to their complete order. This is for the telesales people to use. Stock update. This is for updating your stock. For each stock, you can specify the name, the unit weight, how many you have in a stock, limit before it goes red in here, the weight of the item, the price, and when it expires and when it was delivered. You can specify the barcode here, which is you can use the barcode scanner to scan it. For the prices, each item have got more than one price. For example, here item number 1001 is got the three prices, which is the special offer prices, collection prices, and the normal prices. And you can go in there and specify every one of them. So for example, on this one, which is a special offer, you need the minimum order is 5, and the offer is valid from this date to open-ended, which means that indefinite. You can delete this price, you can add a new price, or you can update the price. Stock categories. These are the default categories. If you have a different category, you can go there and specify the categories as well. We have cheese string, or meat toppings. If you don't do meat topping, you can just go there and delete this one. This is where you import data from barcode reader into your system. You generate a file, and the file gets imported, and system gets updated automatically. The warehouse is the beginning of the day management system. So, for example, on this day, 10th of the 1st of January 2022, we have got these deliveries to do. There are 36 items. This is the total price of the delivery. This is the total weight. These are your drivers which are available for this day. If I look at Ben, for example, I know Ben's car is going to carry 999 kilogram, and this is how much it's going to, in terms of the cost, the price is taking away. And you can look at them. You can update the driver. If Ben is not available, you can want to give this to a different driver. You go in there and allocate it to a different one. The driver notes. These are the notes which goes with the invoice. So the driver know what to do. Routing is basically tells the driver which route he has to take, which is more efficient. So these are the locations that he has to go. Complete. This is being used by the in-house accounting, so by the in-house warehouse system people, but when they come in and they hand it in, they actually complete it in here, and you can see it's been done. Drivers, it tells you, for example, which driver is being changed to another driver. Accounting system. This is where you actually input the amount of money that has been come back from the drivers. So for these customers, the system is complete, it's been processed, which means that the data has come in and the cash will be allocated to the invoice, and it's been done. You can look at individual driver. For example, for Ben, you can see how many invoices he took and which one has been paid, which one hasn't been paid. Paid and not paid here. Cash banking, if you've got any cash collected by the drivers, that's how you specify what the cash is. So if we have 120 pounds in 20 notes, 200 pounds in 10 pound notes, 20 pounds in 5 pounds notes, and it's basically all calculated in here. If they haven't spent any money on the car, on the diesel, or they have given a refund or anything, they specify it in here. This is the summary. So for example, for Ben, total cash price was that one. Actual cash he brought back in is that much. This is how much they paid by card, and this is the total. So you can tally up in here and match it with the invoices they've taken. These are the list of the invoices, if any, of the invoices which hasn't been paid. Promotion reports. Telesales people can give promotion to the customers. If they have done so, it will appear in here. Export data. This is where you move your accounting details from your system into your accounting system, which could be Sage or any other system. These are the columns that you specify which are available, and these are the columns that you specify you want to get out. So when you run this, when you start export, it generates a file which you can use to import it into Sage or Quicken or any other system. Reports are the list of the management reports. You can have a list of the customer with outstanding invoices which are in the future, which we don't have anything. You can calculate the margin for the driver, for sales rep, for customers, or for the accounting manager margin. For example, for say, you can find the driver for this customer, for example, we can find the margin, which they haven't got any order, so there is anything. The margin is calculated between these two dates. Total sales for the past 5 weeks. Let's go back to date we can find. So if I select the second, so you can say for the week ending 3rd of the January 22, that was my total sales, £56,000. A week after that was £45,000. A week after that was £51,000, and so on. So basically, these are reports that you can use for the sales activity. I'll come back to that later. Purchasing, which is a new functionality we have added. You can specify where you buy your items from. For example, if you're buying from Costco, these are the items you're buying from Costco, and this is how much they cost, how many you order, and everything. These are the costs. These are the purchases we've already done. For example, on that day, these are the invoices. That was the total invoice, and if you want to see what you have ordered, you can click on it, and it gives you the details of the order. And this is where you specify your supplier. So we have 4 or 5 suppliers here, and this is where it specifies which items the supplier deliver. For example, on Costco, we're getting these from Costco. On Camaware, we buy this one from these suppliers, and you can have different setting, and you can say which item they actually deliver. Invoices not paid. These are the invoices which has come from the supplier and hasn't been paid yet. Admin page gives you a list of the functionality to do for the person who is administrator of the system. You can activate, deactivate a customer. You can reset the daily order, which you need to do once a week. You can add a new driver, delete the last payment of the customer, and so on and so on, and everything. As I said, this was a very brief description. For more information, you can get in touch with us, and we will be happy to help you out. Thank you. Bye-bye.